You shit on me for crying,
No,
and then you
I'm
say it's
done.
not okay for me
Yeah,
to fucking cry.
good. I'll shit on you. You know, I'm not shitting on you for crying, right?
You said,
I'm saying
are you
deserve
really
crying.
fucking crying right
you
now?
absolutely
And then you
should
said
cry.
I should fucking cry. So what? Make up your mind.
Good, cry. Good.
Yeah, I fucking will
Yeah,
cry.
you need to. What you're doing is horrific. Good, cry about it. Cry more.
Whoa, sexual predators come in different forms. Here we got my man Andrew Wilson, where he exposes this sexual predator for who she really is in front of the world. Let's watch it play out.
I have a pet.
Mm-hmm.
I have a pet, like a guy that acts like my dog.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh, I thought you were joking.
No, he sleeps on my
cat.
floor on the dog bed.
He's like a sub? Is that what you call him? Or a slave?
He just does whatever I ask.
A servant?
So you have a master-slave BDSM dynamic.
Yeah, basically, I went.
You're being serious, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was I got out of an abusive relationship about a year ago. The guy tried to strangle me like 5 times. Ran to the neighbor's
I'm not
house.
sure how that's relevant, but okay.
So I ended up with a
Well,
sub
because as you know, the best way to recover from being in an abusive relationship is to abuse somebody. Everybody knows that.
Well, I don't hit him or anything, and he
Just humiliate him, make him sleep in a dog bed. Does he have a dog
I told him
bowl?
he could. I didn't tell him he had to. He asked me to buy him a dog bed.
Yeah, but I
Good
mean,
boy.
you do realize that there are mentally ill individuals out there who do mentally ill things, and that it is very enabling when a person's like, well, I know that you're mentally ill and sick in the head, that you'd be willing to sleep in a dog bed like a freak, but I'm going to go ahead and in some way get some sort of gratification from that. Like, what doesn't that say something bad about you?
I didn't think about it, but I guess I don't know. I take care of him financially. I pay all of his bills. Like,
Why?
because I don't know.
So it is very obvious that this woman has never been criticized for this type of behavior. She's uncomfortable, and her favorite word right now is, I don't know. Actually, I don't think anybody on the table has heard this kind of pushback or line of thinking, since fandom and the freakiness is a big part of the rot that the left has introduced to this country. It's kind of like the norm. But you can tell that it's not sitting good with some of these ladies. Watch how they slowly come back to the conversation.
Jan's house, and like Jan had the whole bed,
She walks in with the collar.
He has the ottoman.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it is, actually.
and then there's like a what's it called? You know, at the edge of the bed, there's a
Ottoman.
Ottoman. It was like an ottoman. He slept on the ottoman.
Are you being
Well,
100% serious?
Is it abusive if there's a contract that says he consents to this?
I mean,
Legally.
look, it is
An
a
NDA?
BDSM relationship. I
Okay.
suppose he's-
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if a man, for instance, were to have some type of contract with a woman that it was okay for him to, well, I don't know, smack her around whenever he felt like it, you would still consider that to be abusive, even though it was contractual, right?
I looked it up by law. It's technically, if it's consensual by a contract, you're okay.
You wouldn't think that that was abusive?
I mean, if I don't like it and I'm saying no, then yeah, that's a form of abuse, I think.
How long has this been going on?
Can you just break down like everything he does for you?
Holds my jacket. If I have girlfriends, he holds their jackets and purses. If I need him to walk to the grocery store, he will. If I get sick, he'll take care of me. If he gets sick, I take care of him. Yeah, everything. Any house chore I need done, he'll get done for me.
Yeah, sure. I'm just wondering, do you consider that to be mentally stable behavior?
I don't think he's mentally stable at all. I definitely know he's not mentally stable, but he's not capable of taking care of himself. I've tried to help him get his driver's license. I've tried to help him get into
I mean, are you a psychologist?
No.
So, I mean, so you can't make a diagnosis.
I guess you're
for
right. I
instance,
can't. But he doesn't.
About whether or not, hang on, about whether or not a person can take care of themselves, and even if he couldn't, and I'll just grant to you that he couldn't, wouldn't you then defer that to professionals who could assist him so that he could take care of himself rather than exploiting a mentally ill person, making them sleep on the floor like a dog? How is that not monstrous?
I guess I thought because it's consensual and he like wants to be next to me all the time. I didn't think it was.
Is it consensual? If a mentally ill person gives consent, are they really giving consent?
He wasn't diagnosed as mentally ill, so I mean, I don't know. I never thought about this.
Sorry, Andrew, I just want to jump in. You mentioned before the show that you're a mother. If you have a mentally ill person that you acknowledge is mentally ill living in your home, how are you feel safe with your child around him? Like, why are you exposing your child to that?
My daughter loves him, and he's really good with my daughter too.
But you just said that he's mentally ill.
Well, I don't know what you guys consider mentally ill. Like, he can take care of himself. He's good with kids. Like,
would bark like a dog if requested, stands as coat rack for you, sleeps on the floor like a dog, is treated as a pet by you, by your admission.
but he's still a human.
I think that a person who would be willing to do that sounds like they have some screws loose, yeah.
And this is where the exposing begins. The definitions are laid out. Only like Andrew Wilson could lay them out. She have admitted that this guy is off his rocker. Well, she's gonna learn the hard way that just because a small section of a rot-filled part of our society deems this okay and fine, she's about to get a reality check.
Because I went through a year ago and I've known him for 8 years, so it's easy to be close to someone you're comfortable with than get abused again.
Have you ever thought of conquering that fear and like, I don't know, CBT therapy or something like that to really move past it instead of just have a
I'm
man?
trying to go to therapy, but every time I try to get therapy, it seems like there's always an issue trying to get a therapist to help with something. So I've definitely reached out to people. I've definitely asked for help, but like it seems like there's always like a insurance problem. If I get that fixed, there's another issue. Like,
Well, have you thought about the idea that perhaps you're just a horrible person? Have you perhaps reconciled the fact that you could just be a fucking awful person who likes to do damage to men?
no, because I've had boyfriends say I'm a wonderful girlfriend. Like, I've had boyfriends.
When you make them sleep on the floor?
No,
and make them act as a coat
that's
rack
not-
for your friends?
that-
So you can demean them?
Technically, he's not my boyfriend, but when I've
Where's the common sense here? Like, I don't actually even understand. Like, where's the common sense?
this guy has a right to leave at
If you
any
make
point.
a man sleep on the floor like a dog and then publicly proclaim that he's your pet, right? You might be a horrible fucking person. Like, I don't know why
Well,
you
he
would
has
need
the
a
right to leave
psychologist
and
tell
go
you
anywhere he wants.
it's fucking horrible.
You pay all his
What?
bills. Why would he ever leave if you're paying all his bills? He doesn't really have. He's
Well,
like
he's not-
leeching off of you.
He's not trapped there either.
But he doesn't have an incentive to leave if you're paying all his bills. Why would he go be broker and homeless or?
Ah, yes. Teen girl power. You could tell they are slowly distancing themselves away from this chick. The beginning of the end.
Hang on, let's reverse it. Let's pretend for a second that I was on the panel and I said, well, I found a mentally unwell woman who can't take care of herself and she's totally dependent upon me. At night, I make her sleep on the ground, right? I make her do all sorts of sexual things whenever I feel like it, right? And I treat her like a doormat in front of every woman who comes over. Not a doormat like, ooh, I'm kind of rude to her, but literally make her stand there with her arm extended, and then me and my friends hang our coats and balance our drinks from her little nose. Would
Well, not
you?
to that extent,
Would any
but yeah.
woman here not say that that was fucking horrific and that I was a monster? Go ahead. By a show of hands, who would say, if I said all of that to you, that I was a monster? Show of hands. Yeah.
It seems like she's all alone, right where he wants her.
Yeah, okay. But somehow the sisterhood can't be bothered to express to this woman that what she's doing is fucking monstrous.
Yeah, but
She's just saying we don't kink shame around here.
yeah,
That's like
exactly.
her.
I was like, some people are into that stuff, so I just try to like respectfully listen. I haven't
Well,
really thought
basically,
that
he's
people
saying
are like
anybody that's
mentally
a kink-
ill.
Yeah, but if it
they
was a
have
man,
fetishes like that.
Well,
by
you're
your own
saying all
admission, by your own
submissive
hand
people are
raise,
mentally
he would be
ill.
a monster.
That's basically what you're saying is all people that want to actually be, because there's people that pay people
Pay
to be
people,
made.
pay
there's
pigs,
people
yeah.
that enjoy that. Like there's people that dress up in fucking sex outfits and clean your house and live there permanently.
Yeah, they're mentally unwell. They're mentally unwell. Listen, you
It's
can't
part of the
tell
BDSM
me
community.
that a guy who demands that you take his last dime so that he can come harder is not a mentally unwell man. Of course they're mentally unwell, and it's exploiting that mental unwellness. And it's like, somehow I don't understand why women give each other a pass on this. Why? Come on.
Yeah, but you haven't
That's
made
ridiculous.
mistakes. You haven't made mistakes. You're perfect. Like you haven't had trauma affect your life. Like you're.
I just got done telling you that not only have I dealt with all sorts of personal baggage, trauma, all sorts of things, right? Just like
Yeah.
everybody else has. That is not an excuse for me to be a horrible person.
But you learn from it. And
I don't get a pass. Like, no one's ever going to be like, well, Andrew, you being a horrible bastard, I'm going to go ahead and give you the pass on that because of past trauma. But for some reason, reflexively, women go, because horrible thing done to me, I was a perfect angel till some man corrupted me, so therefore doing horrible things to other people is acceptable. It's not acceptable.
I was traumatized when a Zin was spitting my cup. I'm not spitting in anybody else's cup this time.
I mean, I think I actually just saw you put something in my cup.
You wish.
What the fuck? Okay, all right. Thank you, Rachel, for the soup chat, by the way.
With
thank you.
collagen.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay, we have a chat here from Lucas.
Rate is $12.50 an hour, so do the math.
Wait, are you crying? Are you crying? Are you crying? Are you crying because you did horrible fucking things to a person and you finally realized that you're doing horrible things to a person?
No, I just
You
think
need to. You need to cry. It's
Yeah,
good for you to cry. That's you know what that's
fuck
called? It's called
up.
taking responsibility.
It's not like I get that, but you gotta understand like people aren't fucking perfect. People make mistakes, and we can learn from that. You shouldn't just be like, oh, I'm a fucking human being just because I didn't recognize something. I can change and I can grow.
Oh, boo-hoo. Oh, you did a horrible thing to a person, and it was pointed out that you need to stop being
Well, no one
horrible.
fucking
and
told
you
me I
cry.
was
No,
doing
take
a
some
fucking horrible
accountability.
thing to
Take
somebody.
some accountability for the horrible fucking things that you're doing, and you should cry about it because it's fucking awful. It's awful.
So you never treated a girl like shit before?
No, I've never made a woman sleep on the ground like a dog and took her from walks and exploited her mental illness. It's psychotic.
And you know what? He doesn't. I don't even know if he has a fucking mental illness. So that's a fucking assumption.
He
first
sleeps
of
on
all.
the floor like a dog at his own request.
He
Of
wanted
course he has
to.
a
I didn't
mental
ask
illness.
him to fucking do that. He wanted to do that. That was his choice.
That's
I
how you
told him
know
he could
he's
sleep on the
mentally
effing
ill.
bed. He
When
wanted
the guy
to sleep
comes
on the
over and
floor.
wants to cut off his arm, are you going to be like, well, it was his choice?
I told him he could sleep on the bed. He chose to sleep on the floor. How is that my fucking fault?
Because you have agency and accountability. And
So
since
does
you have
he.
agency and
As
accountability,
an
you have
adult, he
something
can
called
choose
a
to sleep
duty.
on the floor. He can choose to sleep on the bed. That's not. That
have a
doesn't make
duty.
me a
Listen,
horrible
listen.
fucking person.
You have a duty, an accountable duty, because you are mentally well.
So if he wants to sleep on the floor, I should say, hey, get up on the bed.
Wait, guys,
Get up.
The word of the day, accountability. This woman has never been held accountable. She has been using her past trauma as an excuse to commit horrible acts to people. Andrew Wilson does not play, and he did a great job at exposing the rot of this country. Hats off to you, sir. Now we have the full video in the description down below. Now tell me what your thoughts are down in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and join us next time on These Tapes.